Hey all, and welcome back to LEGO Dimensions. We have seemingly been spat out in a Metropolis-looking area. What looks like a Christmas tree is here. Have you guys got your Christmas trees up at the time of recording?
Of course.
Against my will, yes.
Yeah, we have a Grinch in the call with us, unfortunately, but hey, we're not going to let him spoil Christmas.
Believe me, I have tried.
Oh, bless you, Flame. Alright, there's got to be something we can build around here. The modus operandi with a lot of, like, puzzles in LEGO games in general usually doesn't involve just breaking through a thing. You have to build. And trust me, there's a lot of stuff to build throughout here and the 3D sort of open world section later on.
It makes sense.
This is the sort of thing that I don't mind so much, because this is obviously like a confined base area that you're going to be building stuff and doing a puzzle. So I feel like if it were more balanced, where all the building sections were in areas like this, but then you had speed areas to kind of, you know, balance it out, then it probably wouldn't be quite as much of a thing to me. But it was little sections like when we were in Emerald Coast and we had a running section, then it was like, okay, stop, now you need to build a car. That's what I was kind of getting at when it was like it was breaking the flow for me.
Right, yeah, like this section is just like tailor-made to be all platforming and a little bit of puzzle, whereas they tried to like hit the ground running with Sonic gameplay right off the bat, which included all the not Sonic-y physics and whatnot. They tried, you can see that they tried. They couldn't quite replicate it perfectly, and you know, I'm more willing to cut this some slack than I would be on like Sonic 4 Episode 1, you know?
Yeah, like there's at least a reason for this, and also, although we're just looking at the Sonic section, it is important to remember this is in the context of DLC or like a figure-based extra content pack for another existing game. So when you think of it like that, it's like it makes a bit more sense. Although I'll say I won't extend that goodwill to the fucking Minecraft thing that came out a while ago, because that just looks bloody boring.
Oh yeah, I was actually, I wouldn't say excited, but I kind of wanted to play it, and Flame was like, no Tom, no, get some fucking standards, come on.
Yeah, no, I was thinking, had a sort of open mind to it to start with, but I watched a mate of mine play through it, and it's like these, not necessarily randomly generated, but there's a lot of like procedurally generated elements to the levels, and it basically ends up being basically the same thing each time. So yeah, I don't know, I didn't really have any interest in covering that.
We'll get time to cover it for us during the second Sonic-a-thon next year. It starts June 23rd, and we're once again going to be raising money for Child's Play, so very much looking forward to going fast for charity once more.
Yeah, that'll be a blast.
A 3D
Sonic
blast. Ah, got there before you. Too fast for you, Richie.
Okay, but Richie still wins because Blast is a better game than Fliggy's Island.
Really? Wow.
Blast is at least a decent 2D platformer with a couple of shit levels, whereas 3D Island or 3D Blast or Fliggy's Island, it's an isometric mess that controls like shit.
Guys, come on, back me up in the comments here. Flame's wrong, right?
I can't comment either way. All I am going to comment on is that you missed just the perfect Sonic reference. You're too slow! Like, what is wrong with you? It was there for the taking.
We missed the obvious one, started bickering about the games that are like 25 years old, because we're that kind of Sonic fan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and lots of stuff to discuss about Frontiers, but like I said, we're going to save that, tantalise you if you will, and you'll be able to see it in the bonus video we do in a couple of days' time. It's kind of funny how all the E-Series robots were like part of this huge poignant storyline for Gamma back in Adventure, and he considered like them his brothers and sisters, and we just made two of them fight to the death back there.
Though in fairness, Gamma was the one of them who had a different mindset and was awoken to what he's doing, like being wrong on that. So the rest of them just being generic Eggman minions, that's kind of not ruining it.
I suppose so. How do you like your shmup sections in your Sonic game?
Preferably without the awkward frame pacing.
I mean, yes, but also my brain is kind of just going, what the hell is this camera angle? And the sort of the wrapping around to the tower, it's just going, this doesn't look right, there's something wrong with this. It's because they're going in a circle around a square thing. I think that's the main thing. But it's screwing with my brain.
I've played fucking Zero Wing PAL for the channel, and I'm starting to feel a bit thrown off by the performance there.
Well, this is the 360. You know, I'm surprised the bloody thing hasn't exploded yet. We all remember Sonic Unleashed, don't we? Ah, yes. Lovely game. Now able to fully strut its stuff thanks to the power of the Xbox One.
Xbox Series X.
The Series X, yeah.
Fucking these naming conventions. Like, I always joked about, like, oh, the 2DS and the 3DS, whatever. That would confuse people. I was like, ha ha ha. Not for me. I'm fully in the know and fully cognizant of, like, the differences and stuff, regardless of the name. And then I got older.
Well, also there's the fact that I don't think, like, Rich, you ain't got a Series X either, have you? And, like, none of us have got one or have any real reason to get one aside from possibly Unleashed. Which, that's kind of a fucking comment on the system, really, isn't it? The fact that the thing that might push us over the edge is, like, a fucking Xbox 360 game from 2008. Like, yeah, that's what's gonna sell us on a new system.
But you don't understand, it's Sonic Unleashed, right? In 60 frames per second.
I know, the hilarious thing is that Sonic Unleashed on the 360 was the reason I got an Xbox 360.
Mine was 06.
That was literally why I bought the system. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for me to do so, but I made a vow to myself
That your mother would be found.
when Microsoft cancelled Scalebound that I will not buy a Microsoft console for a very long time yet. And also, you know, they just have proven to me that there's no games on it I actually want to play that I can't get elsewhere. So I actually have no need for the damn thing.
That's fair. And what I actually sort of appreciate about what Microsoft's doing these days is the fact that pretty much all of their first-party games also come to PC. So it's like, I prefer that because it means I don't have to buy an Xbox, but it also means that there's no reason for anyone to really buy an Xbox.
Nicely done, Hedgehog. It's okay. Take two. Here we go.
Again, it's like, this is in a Sonic game, this is what you would do, and that's what he's trying to do here. You know, you would go and you get a run up or you do a spin dash up the wall. What you're actually meant to do here is you're meant to build something. You know, you look at this as a Sonic fan, seeing Sonic on screen, you know, what's your first instinct?
Yeah, true, yeah.
Especially given, I think it's that little collection of things in the background you're meant to start building, so it's not even like it's really that obvious.
No, that is not clear at all that that's what it's asking you to do, because also there's nothing near it. Yeah, no, that's not really very good game design.
There you go.
Yeah, so like you've got to knock it down to get the parts as well, so, you know, like there's not really much of a tell there. It looks like just another background object.
That is one of the things in LEGO games, though. You got to smash everything and, well, anything, really, to get the studs, to fill up that meter at the top. I believe in most games, like, doing that will net you special goodies. I'm not entirely sure what it does during this adventure mode, for lack of a better word, but I know in the 3D world section that you get a golden brick for doing it.
If my memory of LEGO games serves me correctly, basically filling in the golden bar nets to a golden brick, no matter the game. That is always how it works. And it's usually, you get one per level, so clearly this is one for the entire adventure mode. What it was in... I'm mostly thinking back to the original LEGO Star Wars and LEGO Batman's. I don't know if it's changed a little bit since then. It was for every mission within each episode or level that you could get one. and they had it for both adventure mode and the free play mode of those levels. So
Right.
just lots of golden bricks.
Is that the Eggman statue from Eggman Land that was on the screen just then? It looked like it was in a similar pose.
Probably.
Well, Eggman was kind of doing a not Nazi salute in front of the theme park. That was just a standard statue, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Like, I remember it being bigger and golder in Unleashed, but, you know, it seems like it had a similar sort of presence to it.
Just slowly making our way through this Captain Toad-esque cube land. So you look at it right there.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Like, the hand doesn't open as much.
What will he build next? Ah,
It's one of those things.
A pneumatic platform.
see, it's kind of Metropolis-esque. It's also kind of like Mad Gear from Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Well, I mean, that is literally just Metropolis.
It is literally just Metropolis, yeah.
But also, something we haven't actually talked about yet in this playthrough. Music. It's not Metropolis.
No, not in the slightest.
The Snowy tracks, they're just using as they were, and I can only assume that's because Snowy's always worked for hire, so it's just there. But any of the Nakamura tracks, rather than making an entirely new song like they did in Sonic 4 and whatnot, they've tried to make them as close to the original songs as they can without Nakamura starting to think, hang on, I could get royalties for this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like that particular approach to things. I would rather them just do what they did in Sonic 4 and just make a new song. Because to me it's like, it's distracting enough. Like, this one's not as bad, but Green Hill, when we were in Green Hill, that is very much a case of it starts doing the Green Hill melody, then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, no, we can't do that. Let's start hitting different keys on the synth, quick, before they notice.
Yeah, when you expect it to go up, it goes down instead.
The thing is that it's okay to do those sorts of things when you are effectively like doing a parody song. And the whole point is that you're making a parody or a pastiche of something, but with this it's just like either just use the bloody song or do something new, because even if the level is paying homage to the damn things, there's just no need for it to do anything else.
Do we have the name of the composer for Lego Dimensions Sonic here by any chance?
Go on, Richie, you're the research person, and by that I mean I'm fucking lazy.
Well, I don't know for the Sonic specific bit, but the main composers for the game were Rob Westwood and Ian Livingston.
There you go.
So whether I'm assuming they did all of the different extra levels as well, but I have no idea.
It's okay, mate. Jesus. This is replicating several nightmares featuring Sonic that I've had.
Do you need to talk about them, Tom?
No, I don't actually.
It's okay, we're your friends, we're here for you.
I don't trust you, Flame.
It's fine, I won't make passive-aggressive jibes about it in 10 years' time.
Well. Do you really think either of us will be here in 10 years' time? Let's be optimistic, not stupid, no.
Okay, but what else could we be doing with our lives? This is all we have, let's be realistic there.
So yeah, just going through the story, picking up Chaos Emeralds and whatnot. I'm pretty sure you can't fail those things, because they seem hard-coded to be part of the story. Hi, I'm Machel. I was trying to slow my pace of speaking down there so I didn't actually have to address you, but yeah, they're here. Yay.
You know, we don't need a nostalgic throwback to everything. Like, some things are best left in the past.
Like the bubonic plague. I don't think anyone's nostalgic for that. Polio, similarly, not nostalgic.
I mean, the thing is, you'd be surprised. I'm sure there are plenty of people who'd be absolutely delighted to see the return of those things. Specifically, I was about to make an anti-vaxxer joke there, but
He's about to start. He's starting.
just hovers there, watching while I do puzzles.
Lego Omochao is terrifying.
His eyes are too big. That's what's standing out to me. The fact that they're glowing is... It's almost like it's some sort of evil Omochao or some sort of, like, design you might have just when they intentionally make a character a bit unsettling to show that something's off.
Whoa, is this the new Tails doll?
Oh, God.
Yes, I mean, it basically is. That's just... Ugh. It's not to give you nightmares.
I'm writing my creepypasta right now.
Anywho, let's see, what combinations have they used for this particular place? We've got a bit of marble zone, I'm sure there's some labyrinth zone here or there, lots of lava, obviously from marble.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems more marble, because I know there is a proper labyrinth zone later on, so
okay.
they're kind of leading up to that.
Very cool.
Oh, the barrels.
Oh no!
Just press up and down, it's nothing to be scared of.
I say as someone who has never actually had to experience them, but still.
Richie, you've actually not missed all that much, but they sell that as a mug now, actually, so if you wanted to like calm yourself after solving the puzzle, you can just have a nice drink of hot chocolate. I ordered a new Sonic theme mug for Christmas. It's Dr. Egg mug. It's just Eggman's head, really.
Amazing.
I have seen that, that looks pretty cool. Thank you, Omochao.
So brilliant. A philosopher of our time.
I do appreciate the fact that even though they're using Omochao, they are acknowledging that Omochao is a bit excessive sometimes.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. That's the sort of meta humor that I like. Not like, hey, chili dogs, get it?
See, the meta humor, it kind of needs to be in its own thing. I think the reason why we all got sick of it in the later modern era Sonic games is that, like, it's whatever in Colours. You know, Colours was a very light-hearted kind of game from the ground up. It's when you get to Lost World and they're trying to have a bit of more serious stuff, but then it's got these weird moments of the jokes thrown in and there's no sort of cohesion to it, that it feels odd. And then when you get to Forces as well, you've got what could have been, you know, like, not an overly serious story, but like there's at least some stakes there.
Yeah.
You know, like it's post-apocalyptic and all that. But then, you know, whenever Sonic's on screen, he's doing his one Sonic quips and all that, and it just doesn't really... It doesn't work together, you know?
Forces was more cartoony than Lost World, which was intentionally meant to be cartoony with, you know, Mario kinds of aesthetic.
Well, Lost World mainly felt like it was a Sonic game for people who don't like Sonic games, because it ticks off all the boxes of things that the critics complain about, doesn't it? Like, you know, you don't have Sonic shitty friends, you got, like, it's not got some super serious story and that, but it also has none of the Sonic appeal, so it's like, why is it even here?
Thank you, Omochao. Very cool. Jumping across these stones is what I'm going to do. I gotta say, I looked back there, and we're going back a ways now. I'm sorry. This is a throwback comment, if you will. You had lava and spikes together at last.
Yeah. It's not quite Spike Wall Man, but it's got the same sort of threat.
Bold of you to assume that I know a lawyer, pal.
Like, what worldly possessions does Sonic even have to leave behind?
His shoes and his gloves.
Sneakers, gloves, very smelly. Probably never washes them.
Also, all his rings.
Yeah, true, but we don't actually know what he does with them, as Tails acknowledged at the end of Generations, so maybe people don't want to be left them.
Sonic keeps all his cash, like, on hand. I don't think he believes in banks.
Yeah, Sonic is just avoiding taxes by keeping cash.
Try and catch me, fuckers. The next game, you know, Frontiers, will have Eggman teaming up with the IRS to finally take him down.
No, that's why he had the crossover with Yoshi in Lost World. They're working together on this shit.
Oh boy, and now we've officially wrung the joke dry. Good stuff.
I'm good at that. I've noticing with the bosses here, there's a lot of stop and wait for him to do the thing and then attack, which I know a lot of Sonic games have been guilty with that, but it kind of makes them outstay their welcome a little bit. The first one, it kind of had at least a little bit of appeal if, you know, you had the 3 different forms of Metal Sonic, but this, it's like he spins, he shoots his laser out, you wait for him to stop shooting the laser and then you jump, and you know, like adding another egg pawn each time isn't really freshening it up at all.
Well, don't forget, this is a game that can be played in co-op, so like your little brother or whatever could be, you know, dodging these things along with you. Maybe that's why it wasn't balanced for like pure single player, kind of like 358 over 2 days Kingdom Hearts wasn't.
That's true. So would the other player be playing as Tails, or would it be like any of the characters that you scan in?
I'm pretty sure it could be like, you know, you got your Gandalf, you got your Superman and so on.
Like, that would really take you out of the fucking story they're trying to tell you. It's like, oh yeah, Batman's here just 'cause, don't ask questions.
Dr. Eggman would be a pretty good Batman villain, let's be honest.
Yeah, maybe I could see it.
He's mentally ill, he uses a lot of technology, Batman beats him up.
Yeah, oh, we're leading into the discourse. It's a good thing the part's over.
It sure is, Flame. It's almost like I timed it to coincide with the ending. Anywho, we'll see you all next time when the story conclusion of LEGO Dimensions Sonic takes place. See you then.